The security situation in our beloved country has taken an incredibly alarming turn this week, as a wave of deeply troubling events has put the nation on high alert and drawn the strict attention of the international community. In a shocking display of force, suspected members of the Boko Haram extremist group have carried out massive abductions, leaving entire communities completely shattered. Recent intelligence and circulating videos have confirmed the terrifying reality that well over 100 innocent women and children have been taken captive. These devastating incidents have recently plagued areas like the Bogu local government area in Niger State, where extremists invaded several villages, destroying properties, looting primary health centers, and dragging vulnerable citizens away from their homes. Furthermore, the nation is still reeling from the mass kidnappings of school children, with reports indicating that massive ransom negotiations have been taking place just to secure the freedom of these young students. The sheer scale of these abductions shows that these armed groups are becoming bolder, expanding their operations from their traditional strongholds in the northeast straight into the central regions of the country, and creating a massive protection crisis for everyday citizens who simply want to live in peace. As if the mass abductions were not troubling enough, a completely separate and equally dangerous threat has emerged from the Islamic State West Africa province, widely known as ISWAP. This breakaway faction has recently launched a highly targeted and chilling campaign against Christian communities across northern and central Nigeria. Using their official propaganda channels and social media networks, including their widely circulated newsletters, ISWAP commanders have issued a direct and horrifying ultimatum to Christians living in these regions. The message is completely uncompromising. They are demanding that Christians must either convert to Islam, pay a heavy subjugation tax, or face severe consequences. This is not just an empty threat made on the internet. In recent weeks, we have seen this extremist group act on their words, launching highly coordinated attacks on farming communities and villages in places like Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa states. They have openly claimed responsibility for taking the lives of dozens of innocent people simply because of their faith, burning down places of worship and destroying hundreds of homes in the process. Families are being forced to make an impossible choice between their deeply held religious beliefs and their very survival, leading to a massive wave of displaced people running for their lives. Understanding the sheer weight of these coordinated attacks and the massive humanitarian crisis unfolding right before our eyes is absolutely crucial for every citizen. As we prepare to look at how the United States government is stepping in to issue strict warnings to Abuja regarding this exact situation, I want to quickly ask for your support. If you believe in shining a light on these serious national issues and you want to stay completely informed with raw, unfiltered updates, please take just one moment right now to hit the like button. Liking this video helps the algorithm share this vital information with millions of other concerned citizens who need to know the truth about our national security. Also, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell immediately. We work around the clock to bring you these verified facts without sugarcoating the reality, and joining our community is the best way to ensure you never miss a critical update. Your support means everything. So please subscribe right now as we dive into the massive international diplomatic pressure that is currently hitting the Nigerian government. The international community is no longer sitting quietly on the sidelines while this crisis deepens. The United States government has officially stepped into the conversation, sending very strong and direct warnings straight to the political leaders in Abuja. United States Representative Riley Moore recently took to the public stage to fiercely condemn the targeted violence, specifically pointing to the ISWAP ultimatum. Representative Moore stated very clearly that if anyone had any remaining doubts that Christians in Nigeria are being deliberately targeted for their faith, these recent attacks should completely end that debate forever. This strong statement from a United States lawmaker serves as a massive warning to the Nigerian government that the entire world is watching how they handle this security nightmare. The diplomatic pressure is building rapidly, with the United States recently deploying military officers to assist and demanding that the government do much more to protect its vulnerable religious populations. This creates a very tense situation for our leaders in Abuja, who are now caught between an internal insurgency and severe external pressure from one of the most powerful nations on earth. The Nigerian government frequently pushes back, arguing that these armed groups are simply lawless individuals who target everyone regardless of their religion. But the specific ultimatums and the targeted nature of the recent attacks make that defense incredibly hard to sell to the international community. With over 2 million people already displaced and families living in constant fear of either being abducted in the middle of the night or being targeted for their religious beliefs, the absolute biggest question remains unanswered. Do you believe the government in Abuja has the true capacity to finally secure these regions and stop these extremist groups? Or will it take direct international intervention to save these communities from total collapse? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comment section below, because your voice is an incredibly important part of this national conversation.